All right, we begin. I'm getting the link.
Yes, sure.
I'm glad I showed up.
I'm glad you showed up, Sully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glad you showed up, Tux.
Yay!
Yeah.
We all welcome here, man. Almost like we work together.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh. Oh.
Moo ha ha.
Bleh.
Lucy and my Lucy.
Pussy.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Let me just quickly send out the link over here.
Let's go.
All right. Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Loophole Podcast. I'm your host, Loopie. Alongside me are also your hosts, sullyrox and Tux. What is up?
Pretty good, man. I got myself a new mouse pad, bro. I'm slowly upgrading my setup day by day, man. Well, not day by day, but
Mousepad.
yeah, like a good one, like from
Nice.
SteelSeries, you know.
Oh, I wish I had a mouse pad.
Got myself a 165 hertz monitor. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
And yeah, man.
I got one too.
Finally upgraded. Hell yeah, man. How you doing, Loopie?
Well, you know what? Thank you very much for asking, because I was going to ask all y'all how y'all were doing. But I'm doing okay. I had a really fucking weird week. Really weird week.
I can tell.
I'm going to keep some stuff about my week private, because that was some of the most like crazy shit ever. But there's things we're going to talk about. But first, I want to ask Sully, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm pretty.
You're pretty, man.
Yeah, you're pretty.
My blood pressure has been very high
Uh-oh.
lately. These past few hours, ever since I went to bed, because I got really mad while playing any %, and I haven't. I haven't cooled off.
Still pissed about it.
Dude, are you starting to develop like the Darbian mental health issues and physical issues?
I'm just
no.
being a baby at this point. I'll be fine.
Yeah, little baby. All right. Tux, how are you doing today, my friend?
Well, I already said I'm doing pretty good, man. I already explained why.
Yeah, you already explained why. Yeah, you already got to the how you doing part, even though I said what's up. That's
I had to do it, man. Had to do it.
You had to do it too. All right, well, listen.
Right.
I'm actually very happy to do this episode today, because I get to have like both of my hosts with me for this. And
Yeah.
that actually like means a lot to me. So yeah, there's something we're gonna address. We're only gonna like address it for like 5 to 10 minutes and then just not talk about it anymore, because it's a shit situation. It sucks. It hurts. I even feel a little nervous talking about this, because I've never thought that I'd be in a situation of this sort. But it's healthy to get it out there, I guess. And plus, the situation that we're in right now has already been made public, unbeknownst to me. I was told about it in a DM, and I don't know. I find it pretty shitty that, yeah, we called things off. Well, I called things off with him. But the situation was made public. So I'm going to get into just a short summary, but at the same time get into what has bothered me about the guy in question. What's up, Inge? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Bean Soap? Welcome to the stream. Yo, everybody in the stream right now, what's good? Before I get into talking about our guy Jelani Muna, because this is who we were talking about, fucking A. I got an EP coming out in 2 weeks. If y'all want to pre-save that motherfucker.
Hey.
Gotta promote your shit, man.
Yeah, I will promote my shit. That's the best way to like
Yeah.
Beveraginos here. For those who pre-save the EP to their Spotify with proof or just by sending me a message, because I can see every email that pre-saves. If you send me proof of pre-saving, I will send you an unreleased track from the EP of your choice, considering the fact that the track list is out. It's 6 tracks in the EP, and it's all coming out in 13 days. Nothing crazy. It's just a concept EP about beverages. It's not like I put like the greatest effort into it, but while I was dealing with a very tough situation in the month of August, which is kind of blowing over, but it's turning from, it's turning into a different side of the pancake, we're going to say. Yeah, I just made this little EP just for fun. I didn't really put that much effort into it, but 6 songs put together. I'm working with Leon or Lyrics and Tripped Up on this EP, and yeah, very very happy to get this out there. September 27th. Pre-save that shit because that shit means a lot to me. Anyways. Where do I start with this? All right. Well, for those who don't know already, I've made the decision to call things off with a longtime friend of mine and also former podcast host for this podcast, Jelani Muna. And I didn't plan on making any of this public. I just for the record, I really did not plan to make any of it public. But he made it public on his Instagram. Now, albeit he didn't say my name, but we kind of have like a case of like Mikasa es su casa, where a lot of the people who know me know Jelani Muna, and it's pretty fucking obvious who you're talking about when you're talking about shit like that. What's up, Jordan? Welcome to the stream. So I'm gonna be honest with you, with the shit that I'm going through around me in my environment, the last thing I need is to lose one of my best friends. And it started off as something that wasn't really that deep, and I didn't think it was going to get to a level of this sort, but it's little things that kept on piling up, and I've hit a certain limit mentally with dealing with this type of behavior, especially in the friend group. It wasn't a good environment. Things had to be called off. So ever since he came back from his year-long hiatus, online, which he spent, essentially doing nothing. Jelani came to us, in the friend group. He was saying that he was on some type of, search, job search and everything like that. And he came to us for some help, and we could see that he was dealing with a very tough situation at home and everything like that. We offered to help him, and the help that we give him is the result of a lot of talking, but not a lot of listening on his part. We've had disagreements about certain things. He would escape from certain pieces of advice that he would come to us, because we weren't planning on, giving him any sort of like life advice or anything like that. We were encouraging him. We were here for him. He was always welcome. We always treated him with the utmost respect, but we never necessarily planned, especially myself, because I guess I was, really the one going the deepest into this whole thing. I never truly had plans to, be this invested, I guess. But he came to us, he did a lot of talking, just not a lot of listening. We've had disagreements about that. Okay, cool. That has caused him to possibly stray further and further away from me in terms of, I guess, any endeavors and journeys that we've gotten into together as a bit of a team. And I suppose I showed up to his show 3 years ago, and I saw so much potential in this guy. I really saw so much potential. I didn't have a vision of him that he wasn't aligned with. I more so was, I guess, fascinated by his vision, a vision that he once had, I guess, when he was much like younger. But I would never like have done anything to get in the way of what he wanted to do truly. And if I did overstep in that, I did apologize to him last, when he came back about this. So, we were on the same page about that. So we've had disagreements about that, and that would cause him to go on a few little spurts of, let's say, disrespect towards me. I'm going to keep, these disagreement things private, just for respect for him, because I don't want to knock him down. All right, that's not my fucking point. You go make a situation public, I'm gonna fucking respond to you publicly. So there would be cases like, for example, I would make something for him that would be helpful to his job searching journey. Something that really is helpful, something basic. You know what I mean? But I spent an hour fucking working on it. Albeit he didn't ask it, he didn't ask for me to do it, but I was like, yo, will you let me at least try to help you with this? Because I think you could genuinely use it. It would be beneficial to your endeavors. It was like, yeah, for sure. I'll let you do this for me. So I spent like an hour working on it. I send it to him and I tell him about it. And instead of acknowledging it, he goes ahead and says, yeah, well, I guess I'm a host of SVR's podcast. By the way, shout out to my boy SVR. He's my homie. So I'm like, yeah, cool. All right. Because, we danced around the idea that, he would come back as a host of the podcast. And that was something that we were working on because he was like trying to get his feet wet, try to clear the cobwebs. We were getting him to show up to like one episode or two or something like that. But then it just, his whole life situation turned it into something that would not be the greatest idea to have him on the podcast. I'm sure, I don't know if Tux was there, but I know Sully was there. But you guys must have seen episode 160, when, like the last episode Jelani was in. He looked so rough. Genuine, like he looked so fucking rough, and it was so like it weighed on me to do that episode. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I wasn't there, but I saw it.
Yeah. So it really weighed on me, this whole situation, and I was like, all right, well, I can't have him come back on the podcast. I didn't tell him. I just knew that after seeing what the fuck happened there with the repetition of the same sentence, it's like watching a man just destroy himself, and a homie of yours as well.
Yeah.
And it's like he ran out of material. I just remember a time where we would talk about something, we would just bounce off of each other. We would segue into a different topic, and it would be some of the seamless shit ever, like some like news anchor level type shit. You know what I mean? And it was so fucking interesting. And sadly, he lost that spark, and that's a huge regret I have, because, I was pretty tough on the kid, and that's probably what made him leave last year. But in truth, I wish I was just a little bit harder on him for him to understand, and maybe he would have understood early instead of us having this conversation right now. Now I know that we're 14 minutes into this episode. I said I was going to address it, but it's going to be very quick compared to how long this episode's going to be. It is going to be very quick. I need to say that. But anyways, let me continue the story about this. So yeah, he becomes a host on SVR's podcast. I'm like, cool, really happy for you. You guys share some, common points, like you guys love wrestling. You guys will interview, artists and stuff like that. And immediately he replies with a direct comparison to this Loophole podcast right here by saying, oh, it's pre-recorded, not live. There's a guest every single week. There's notes, there's questions that have been thought of and asked before the podcast, which makes the podcast more organized than this one. And I'm like, all right, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I was so shocked about what he said, that I just shut the fuck up and waited till the next day to, ask him about it because I was so flabbergasted. Like, you don't say this about somebody, bro. You don't say this at all. Like, you have to remember where you fucking came from, all right? And I wish I told him that in the moment as well, because, I wanted to be humble about it, but I'm fed up with, letting my humility cloud what I really, think about a certain individual, is that you need to fucking remember where you came from, all right? I decided to affiliate, my life's work, this podcast, with you because I had a lot of respect for what you were doing on your own, which was the show. And I wanted to help you get your show out there because you deserve a chance to have your show out there. I gave you fucking everything you need to be a good podcast host. I let you interview a Grammy-winning artist, LV of Gangsta's Paradise. You think if I was, this shit person that you say, like, oh, negative, oh, man up, never give up type of person, if you think I was this shit with you, do you think I would have let you interview a fucking Grammy-winning artist? I mean, for fuck's sake, Tux, all right, who, at the point where we were at, was only host for 5 or 6 months. I let him interview a Shady Records artist.
That shit was a little crazy to me.
That shit. And by the way, Grip released Grip was on Eminem's newest expanded edition of The Death of Slim Shady, the Fuel remix. Go check that out. That shit was fucking fire. But I'm just saying, like, if I was this shit human being that you say that I am, and oh, it was so toxic that it was good that it was cut off or something like that. If I was this shit, do you think I would have done that for you? So already there, that was like strike one for me. Then there's other situations where he would kind of like, I would talk about people I've had certain beefs with, and he would come up with justifications for every single one of them because he has this weird, like, I have no enemies type of thing. So Jelani lives on podcast mode 24/7 and treats every single scenario, every single scene, every single environment like it's a podcast or like it's a social network. And somewhere in his mind, I feel like he's treated our friend group like a social network, quite frankly, where you could just, I don't know, try to be this like most PC human being. You always have to be on the right side of history with him. It's like, dude, we'll have like a beverage. I'll have like a Desperado or something like that, or my girl will have like a glass of wine, and he's like, hey, remember, I'm straight edge. You know what I mean? It's like, and he has to say it like every time. But, these are little things that don't matter about him. Like, it's not that annoying, but it would be situations where like you think to yourself, like, bro, can you not like fucking stick up for your homie for one thing? Like, it was somebody, for example, who was extremely damaging to me, who said like, yo, like, oh, you're never going to fucking make it. Like, something like really deep and shit like that. Somebody who sent like a bunch of haters to my Snapchat and shit for no fucking reason, death threats, murder threats. And he was like, yeah, but now he's just doing his own thing. So just let him. It's like, did you hear what I fucking said? Like, but there was even a situation, bro. We were on the 48-hour stream, and he found a justification for pedophiles, bro. Like, I mean,
what did I miss?
What?
We were talking about pedophiles, and we were talking about, because I wanted to do something where I would like, do a predator hunter type of thing, but online mostly because of like my experience with certain people. But
okay,
yeah, he was like, oh yeah, but like, we got to have mental health awareness for pedophiles. They have mental illnesses. And it's like, yeah, but like if they did something to your fucking family member, you wouldn't even think about it like that. And, people who murder and shit like that, they also got some fucked up shit going on in their mindset, right? And from the moment where you do something gruesome to another human being, albeit somebody, who's close to you or something like that, or, a loved one of somebody else's, you're way down in the fucking rankings. At some point, when you start doing horrible shit to another human being, mental health awareness for you kind of just goes down. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
Little things like that, just tiny little things that keep piling up and piling up. Bro, last week after I wrapped up the podcast, Jelani came back from a fucking week-long hiatus because of a situation that involved him just always repeating himself and kind of just, he wouldn't chill out. He would just, we would tell him to chill out because he was trying to like hype up the VC or something like that. He can't read the room. You know what I mean? We were telling him, yo, chill out. We get it. We get your point. Just let it go. And he turned into like this fucking like tea kettle and just like, all right, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? I think Sully knows what I'm talking about in regards to that.
Yeah.
So that's
That
what
was
made
a thing.
so that's what made him leave for a week. And then last week when we were wrapped up, nice voice, Olds. That is okay. Thank you, MDL. Electronic music composer from Tijuana, Mexico. All right, sorry. I got distracted. What was I going to say? Yes.
2 week long hiatus.
So 1 week on hiatus. Van, fuck you. So yeah, he comes back from this 1 week long hiatus, and at the same time, we have a homie of ours who we haven't seen for fucking 2 years because this guy was busy as shit. Comes back, and it was some of the funniest shit ever. I guess Jelani somewhere wanted to focus on him because it was like, I have come back from my 1 week long hiatus. You know what I mean? And in the VC last week, I'm debating whether or not I show a couple clips or not, because I do have a couple clips. We'll see how things go. But in the VC, we add the homie Spec back into the Snapchat group chat because he was, no longer there because he wasn't active. He was gone for so fucking long, but came back, and we were just fucking having the craziest shit time. We were punching our mics, punching our cameras, fucking doing craziest shit. And that's my tea. Bite your radiator. I'll make you bite my radiator. And all of a sudden, I send a Snapchat video in the Snapchat group chat where I rip an absolutely ass ripper fart. It is crazy how much I ripped ass. It felt like I shit myself, but I didn't actually shit myself. And I sent it to the group chat. Spec, who is a very energetic guy, kind of just went crazy. He was like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking vomit. And then everybody in the VC, we're like 5 or 6 people. We check the group chat, and they just keep fucking repeating my fart. I'm over there fucking, dude, my stomach was fucking hurting because of how much I was laughing. I couldn't fucking stop laughing. And, when I clipped these moments, I didn't realize how much Jelani was being a fucking party pooper, bro. There's things that Jelani said at that time that when I came, when I turned on my PC, got to my desk and shit and checked those clips, because I was going to put them in the funny montage, because I was genuinely going to make something funny out of it, right? But I didn't realize how much of a fucking party pooper he was, bro. I checked the clips, and he's like, okay, you know what? This is too much for me. I just came back from a week-long hiatus. Do you guys want me to leave another week? No more.
He
please.
really said that?
Stop. Yes, he said that. No more.
He really said that.
Yeah. So
Bro is not the main character.
Bro, we have the fart in the soundboard, and I think that's what that was the tipping point. That's what made him leave. It was.
Oh my God.
It was, bro, I'm saying it was an absolute ass ripper, and that's why we had. Yeah. So
that made him leave.
That made him leave. So basically, he was like crashing out. That's his fucking whatever. That's what made him leave. He left over a fart, and I guess he tried to turn the situation back on me, saying like, "Oh yeah, but I left for a week because you guys were saying I was like repeating and shit. This is what the, sound like laminar flow, bro." So, he was trying to turn the situation back on me, and I was like, yeah. The thing is though, we were all enjoying it. Bro, I ended up telling him like, bro, close your eyes, bro. He was like, how is this gonna help me? Like I could feel like we're crashing down on him. But I guess he took that as an attack against him because he wanted the attention on himself that, you know, me, I don't like it, so everybody should stop having fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The difference with the situation when he left for the week was that one person was having fun. Neither of us were having fun. But then we had a situation where all of us were having fun and only one person wasn't having fun. So you can't turn the situation back on me because it's two completely different fucking things. But anyways, I'm not even saying this shit to like ridicule him. I'm saying this because, you know, somebody like this, you know, who posts something like this on Instagram cannot, you know, be expected to take things seriously, especially with how this guy is 20 without a degree or a job. And I'm not kicking him down for him. I dropped out of school for like 3 years before I actually figured out what the fuck I wanted to do. And things are fucking tough. Shit is tough. But what did I do? I fucking acted on it because I did not want my life to be in a certain situation where I was stuck. You know what I mean? I needed to have a path. And I'm sorry, I can't concentrate. Bro, he's probably still flabbergasted from that part. Anyways, so, you know, I can't be in a situation where somebody like, you know, that is around me. And I guess the tipping point, what really pissed me off the most was the next day, you know, we, I guess we talked about it for like a small moment. So the next day, I guess I was having dinner and a friend of ours had a really bad misfortune that happened and he like just found out about it or something like that, or he came into the VC to talk about it because it was a really tough situation. It put him in, I guess, a bit of a, not a financial trouble, but I guess like more like it was all for nothing type of thing. I'm not going to say what it is or who it is because privacy fucking matters. Suck my dick. But it was a homie of ours misfortune, all right? And it could have been literally anybody in this VC. Could have been me, could have been, you know, Cobra, could have been Tux, could have been Sully, could have been anybody, right? We're like 6 people in this VC, right? And I was having dinner. Liv was texting me going like, yo, you got to come here. Like, you know, like you got to see this. And I'm like, oh, what's fucking going on? There's a fucking like discussion around it. And it's like, what the fuck am I missing? So I get to my desk. I come back and I'm like, all right, yo, I just got back from having dinner. So what was the root of the conversation? Every single one of them was summarizing that essentially, you know, the homie came, you know, and he needed to talk about his misfortune. And essentially it turned into Jelani making it about himself. So at that point, Jelani didn't understand that he was making a situation about himself. And so I tell him, yo, Jelani, you know, heart to heart, man to man, friend to friend, you know I love you, right? But how is this encouraging to the homie right there? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm telling my story. And it's like, yeah, but he just came in, he just found out about this and you kind of made it about yourself. And the homie in question who's, you know, going through this shit, you know, stepped up, was like, yo, you know, it's not cool what you're doing. You know, it's not really a conversation if only one person is talking. It's kind of fucked up. And, you know, I wanted to, you know, I want to have a conversation. I don't, you know, I just had this happen to me, blah, 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 things like that. He couldn't handle the fact that we stopped him from talking about himself. Therefore, he left the server again. And I was like,
The server.
yeah, he left the server again. And, you know, this time it pissed me off. I deleted the invitation link so that he wouldn't join the server back again. He's not banned or anything. It's just, you know, if you're going to fucking leave a server because we stopped you from talking about yourself because of somebody's misfortune, then you're not welcome in the server again. There's no fucking reason why we should keep you if you're not, you know, reading the room or taking into consideration other people's situations. Because, again, it's not like he said anything that was new. He kept talking about his life situation, which we kept endlessly trying to help him about because he kept coming to us about it. And we love, like, dude, I have so much, like, I have so much respect. Like, I'm not doubting how genuine Jelani is. Like, the guy is a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy. He's just misguided. And unfortunately, I have to let him figure it out on his own because I can't be there fucking holding his hand and fucking telling him, hey, eat your greens. You know what I mean? Fucking. So, the next day, the next morning, he leaves the server and I don't know. He's like, oh, I'm gonna leave for good now. I'm not gonna be active anymore. You know what? You're not gonna see me till GTA 7 or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't remember what he said because it didn't really matter, right? So I replied to him. I'm not gonna read what I said in the messages, but I'm just going to. I suppose I'm gonna like summarize it. But I was like, hopefully, if you leave, because this is something you guys need to understand. I dealt with a situation where somebody left for a year without saying a single word, without even telling, he only told one person, all right? And only one person constantly checked on him. And we didn't know much about what was going on with him. We didn't even know any sign of life. And this is somebody that I shared my journey with. I shared a lot with this guy. I gave him a lot because I genuinely thought that he was going to use that for something much bigger than all of us, right? I felt like a part of me was ripped out because this is somebody who, was my best friend and somebody that meant a lot to me, that we did so much together, and he deserved everything, right? And when he came back, I was going to put everything together to get him a copy of my play button, which is what I did to Mike and what I plan to do with other friends as well who help out with the, everything. But suddenly, with something like this, where the situation becomes toxic because this whole leaving and joining back thing of like not letting everyone know, where he is so that all the attention can come back on him, it's starting to become fucking toxic because for me, I'm in a situation where I can't deal with something like that. I'm not in the position to deal with something like that. So, for me, it's really hard to fucking, have this around me. So I told him, hopefully you'll fucking focus on yourself and do what you want to do. I've been hard on you because you got to understand that, this is real life. You can't just fucking escape from real responsibilities. Hope you find what you need when you're gone. This whole leaving and coming back thing does not intimidate me anymore. In fact, it's getting toxic. Please come back stronger. That's all I ask as a friend. And he was like, I said that more of a joke, but everything else was serious. No beef, though, no grudges. And at that point, I'm like, all right, well, I don't fucking care anymore because this is starting to piss me off. Because he made a post where he was categorizing our helpful advice, our positive reinforcements as bullshit. And he doubles down on it, in his new post where he makes everything public. He doubles down on it, and I'm like, no beef, no grudges, but you call our advice bullshit. You haven't been shy of disrespecting any of us. Especially after a year of just fucking leaving us like this. We did everything we could to help you. You push us away, and it's just not fair on any of us. I was suffering from, losing the one guy I shared everything with. And at this point, this shit hurts. And I tell him, I don't hate you because I seriously don't hate the guy. In fact, I care about this guy. And the reason why I fucking left is because I care about him too much for me to get fucking invested in like anymore about this. He said he would be fine on his own. He wanted to be fine on his own. You know what I mean? I fucking, yeah. So I'm like, don't, just get off the internet. Don't talk to me anymore until you fucking figure this shit out. And I said, I'll keep him in my heart and thoughts. Good luck. And blocked him. And mind you, this guy is treating like, the end of the world because the only place I blocked him, you guys want to know where I blocked him, guys?
Discord?
No. Like
Insta?
Threads.
Threads. Just Instagram. Okay?
Okay. That's it.
Oh, fuck. 34 minutes in. I said it was going to be 5 to 10 minutes. I'm sorry, guys.
It's
sorry.
okay.
What? It's been happening over there, bro.
Yo.
It's okay.
But with somebody making a situation like this public, OF. Funny. What would he sell on OF? Probably like Bible verses or some shit.
It's just the same ones over and over.
Van, you know I fuck with you heavy, but I sometimes can't tell if you're being serious or just sarcastic, and I'm saying that out of love, my boy. But I'm thank you for the kind words. I don't know. It's I don't know. Like if I can take it seriously after you just said welcome to the cum zone. And take your pants off. All right, cool. No, but I blocked him on Instagram. We still have each other's numbers. We're still friends on Discord. We still follow each other just about everywhere else. You know what I mean? It's not like all communication is broken. If he really had something he needed to say to me, he could have just gone on somewhere else because we have each other's numbers. You know, like I said, we were very good friends. I blocked him on Instagram because that's the one platform where he goes to where he starts making situations public, and I'm not about to fucking hear that shit. And what pissed me off the most is obviously he's riling up people that I have previously had little qualms with or beefs with, to send me DMs and stuff like that. You know, somebody who literally doesn't know any better fucking DMing me saying like, oh, you just broke your relationship with Jelani, and for that reason you're gonna lose your girlfriend. Don't run away, pussy, just like your father did when you were little, which you don't know about the fucking situation, so why would you even say such a thing? Anyways, it's people DMing me going like, you know, he doesn't know the full situation. Why the fuck are you talking
Harassment.
about it? Yeah. You know, if you think that hearing the full story is hearing one side of the story, then you do not deserve to call yourself the friend of this person. I'm just saying. Because if you were really, because look, and I'm saying this after I had about an hour and a half long conversation with Jelani's like best homie, right? Who I'm not going to like mention because there's no fucking point. I'm not going to drag him into this. And we had a really great conversation. We were laughing and shit. We were like really having a good time. But I was just, I was saying, what was bothering me about everything. And, Saint was like, yeah, I see what you're, doing on that. But, just hear him out. He's progressing and stuff like that. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, right. Okay. And at the same time, I'm saying, I'm not doubting that he's a really nice guy. I'm just saying he's misguided and he needs to fucking figure this shit out, because watching him destroy himself is not really good. It's pretty sad from a homie standpoint. And at the same time, he made this situation public, which kind of pisses me off. Because it was a situation between me and him that never got as far as the friend group, really. So obviously people who I guess I've had problems with, and people who just follow Jelani and do not know, the other party, obviously are going to side with Jelani, and he's weaponizing it. He got this one person to DM me saying some gruesome shit about me and my family and my close ones. I'm not going to do a diss track on him. So, another thing, somebody from his friend group, no offense, but some furry, all right, some Australian furry, commenting on my latest song that's out there. Oh, very nice, very gangster Loopie, which is an inside joke for, and I'm gonna put this out there because I've always been open about my past, and if this is what's being used to embarrass me about my past, it really doesn't fucking work. I've paid my dues for all of them, but this whole gangster Loopie inside joke refers to a time where I've added a few words to my vocabulary which weren't very, very nice to certain people, and I've already apologized for this shit like that, and I've already been exposed for shit like that. It's not gonna fucking cancel me or scare me anymore. I mean, I've had a shit past. Fuck it. Not fucking sitting back and crying with remorse. I know I did it, but who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? I was young, bro. I was like fucking 12. Well, the one thing that Jelani heard was when I was 14. But who cares, bro? We're going to say I spent a few years being young and dumb and came to my senses a
Damn,
little bit later than usual, but I'm not in a situation where it's like Papa John CEO type shit.
Gonna have to step down.
Scream the N-word. Yeah. But anyways, so like if you guys see anything new about like, me saying some shit years back or whatever, I mean, you would have to dig pretty fucking deep to find anything of that sort, because I've done my best to like, delete it, but what's, is on the internet stays on the internet. People have access to my past like that, and it's going to be used on me if I ever get more popular. But honestly, I really do not give a shit, because I know that I'm not that person anymore. And it's not anything that's going to be a deal breaker. It's not going to be a deal breaker for when I work with other people. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, I had a shit past, but look what I've done with myself since. So
W.
this whole shit is bullshit. In conclusion, this hurts me very deeply. I am really hurt. I feel like a part of me, like I said, has been ripped from me. I'm going to, bounce back from it. I'm going to recover from this. I need time, but I don't know what to make of this situation. There will be a time where there's probably reconciliation, and I hope for it, but at the point where I'm at right now with the environmental shit that's going on around me, especially at home, because the same day that I blocked Jelani, I was dealing with something very fucking scary. But I'm not in a situation right now where I could just go out and be like, yo, Jelani, let's talk this through. And the reason that I'm doing this podcast is because if Jelani knows me well enough, Jelani knows that this podcast is everything to me, and I say the things that bother me on this podcast. And I suppose I could say that, he's doing the same thing for his Instagram, his platform. But the problem is he's using it as a way to try to demean essentially everything that I've done for him. And it be your own people. It be your own people. And this is situations like these that make me happy for the people that I got in my life now, the people that have supported me, and I've always been there, since day one, who've known me, and I've seen every aspect of me and understand the person I am. I'm a person that, I don't take disrespect very nicely. Let's say I don't take disrespect very lightly, because I do so much for people, that I care about. The things I've done for Jelani, I would have not done for other people. And if I was really that much of a dick to him, I would have not done half the shit that I did for him. And it hurts. It fucking hurts. This is a one-sided beef, considering that he thinks that this is all beef. But to me, this is just get the fuck out of here, figure it out on your own type of thing. I don't have any hatred for him. I just hope he comes to his senses and realizes that you're fucking weird. And you got to figure this shit out. And can I have his IP address? No. Yeah, like I only hope the best for him. I hope he figures it out, and maybe he'll be in a situation where, he might, either go back to college or get a job or have something to look forward to, a path in life. And maybe at that point, we'll see.
Yeah, man.
But you want to be chronically online, treat this shit like a social network, I'll play the same game as you. And unfortunately, I have to put somebody that, this is some Batman versus Superman shit, I swear.
Lucky though.
Yeah. I've squashed beefs with people to fucking look for this guy because I was really fucking worried. And he treats that concern for, like, he treats it as bullshit. Let him treat it as bullshit. But, I'm also in a situation where if he was in a situation where, like, his life was not going anywhere and he was, hitting rock bottom, and he, like, messages me on my phone number or something like that, or he's really going through tough shit, and there's nothing we can do about it or something like that, and it's a tough situation, I do know that I would always keep my phone number open for him, because if he genuinely had something that was going on with him that, you know, he wanted to talk about, and they were, you know, he had nowhere to go, nobody to talk to, any day I'd do anything for him still. But anyways, let's talk about girls or something.
True.
Well, that
Damn.
was a bunch of yapping. Damn.
I'm
Bro,
sorry.
that's heavy.
Nah,
No, that's
bro.
heavy, bro. That's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Dude, I've had beefs with like Misha or, you know, MTP or, you know, whatever, where I would talk about it for like 5 minutes. And I thought this was going to be one of those situations, but you can see how greatly it has affected me, you know, just judging from
It's,
how long
it's
we've been
more than
doing this.
that.
Yeah, it's more than just
Yeah.
that. I feel it. It's yeah, it's like losing a brother, man. It's tough.
Oh, man.
But, you know, there's certain sacrifices you got to take for the greater good. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
No, that's all good.
This is exactly what I didn't want to do. You know, I mean, like I wanted to. Man, fuck off, man. Yeah, I would have never wanted to make an episode like this, genuinely. Sorry. All right, I'm good. Shit. Sports. Heard about cricket.
Girls.
Love sports, man. Oh,
You
Heard
heard
about
about cricket? What's going on with cricket?
I don't know what's going on.
What's
with
going
cricket.
on in the world final? What is it? I don't know what it's fucking called.
Dude, we're all gonna fucking just wah.
We're all gonna fucking have one.
Yeah. Nah, but
Yeah.
dude, what even are the fucking rules for cricket anyways? Shit doesn't make any fucking sense.
Why is the ball so hard? Like what?
So
But like,
for any you know, for any guy out there, he's into softballs.
what? Why are they so hard though? Like that doesn't help with the game. All it's gonna do is injure people.
Well, they're hitting.
yo,
them,
Loopie.
like, well, they're wait, what?
They're hitting it with a
Yo,
spatula.
Loopie.
Oh, yo, Loopie.
Yeah, Loopie.
What's good?
Wider.
What?
You know who's wider?
Wider.
Yeah, wider nuts in your mouth, man.
You know, there's no state with the letter K.
Fuck yourself.
That's
man.
not true. That's not true. I know I know what you're gonna say. That's not true.
You know, there's no American state with the letter K, Tux.
Shut up.
Just think about it. There's no state in America with the letter K. Tux. There's no state in America
Okay.
with the letter K.
Okay.
Yeah? You
Okay.
believe me?
No,
Then what?
I know there is.
Then what is it?
I gotta Google this shit. Hold on.
It's
Second.
Alaska.
No, that starts with a letter K. You know, there's no state in America that starts with a letter K.
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, for your better interest, Sully, you shouldn't say it.
I'm not gonna say it. Mhm.
Ah.
So, There's no
Anywho, why?
there's no state in America that starts with a letter K.
Shut up, Mendes. There is.
Yeah, which one?
Kentucky.
Kentucky Fried Dick in your mouth.
Alright.
What if he answered Kansas? Kansas dick fit in your mouth.
Fun fact, that's actually one that Liv did to me, like literally on the first day that we met.
Really? It's crazy, dude.
My tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why.
Oh,
Got out of
That's tough,
bed.
man.
I got out of
Put
bed.
that shit in the microwave,
That's
man.
why I got out of bed. I got out of bed for this.
Got out of fucking Kansas.
Yeah.
I got out of Kansas. I moved to whatchamacallit,
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Moved from just balls to fried balls, man.
You're not a stupid Dutchie, Yingve. You're a Dutchie. Oh, by the way,
Nah,
I'm in a situation now where I can actually do incentives for the people who donated to me when I was having a little tough time. So give me like
Girl,
a good month.
give me like $20.
No. I am
Thought you
still
were
in
gonna
a
ask for money.
no. Well, I am still in a situation, a pretty tough one, because I'm not getting any work despite working. But I do have the list of 4 people that have donated to me in my very tough time in August. Oh, Lighty was also part of that list. I forgot to add him. Liggy, Lighty. There you go.
Liggity.
But yeah.
Oh, there's some news about Wendy's, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, Wendy's nuts slap your mouth.
Nah, man. You're talking about actual Wendy's, you fucking
They
retard.
removed the vanilla frosty. How do you not fucking have vanilla on your menu? How do you have every flavor except vanilla for
Because they're
ice
not
cream?
retarded. Because they're normal people. Not
What?
insane.
I don't care for vanilla ice cream, but you have to have it as a baseline.
Nah, fuck vanilla, bro.
But they just removed it. Like
Dude,
it's
vanilla.
nothing.
Dude, vanilla fucking amazing, bro.
Nah, bro, shit
They
ass.
removed it from the menu at Wendy's. They replaced it for pumpkin.
Oh my god.
Never mind, bro. What the fuck?
Bro, who
Some-
fucking
Get
eats
vanilla back.
pumpkin, bro?
Some fruity shit like that.
Bro, I've
It's
never heard pumpkin flavored ice cream, but what kind of retarded shit is that? Fucking
I
Resident
don't
Evil
even
bitch ass.
know. They also had this thing called wild berry.
Wildberry is pretty good, actually.
Not an ice cream.
No, that's pretty good.
Not in soft serve ice cream.
But still, vanilla's better. You're right about that.
Vanilla.
Yeah. They're just gonna fucking remove it like it wasn't there for the past 60 years.
That's tough, my G.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of America, I have registered to vote, and this literally just happened, all right?
What are you voting for?
That's for another episode.
Okay.
But yeah, they have processed my FPCA, which is basically like a postcard application for people who, are voting from abroad but are still American citizens. And I've never voted before. This is my first election. Let's go.
Right. I thought you said you got your first. I thought you said when you said the PGFA thing. I thought you said FPG, and I was like,
No, FPCA, Federal Postcard Application.
FPCA. Okay.
Yeah.
FPCA.
So yeah, I'm gonna receive my ballot. If the thing is though, they asked for the 4 last digits of my social security number, right? But when I went to the fucking form itself, it showed social security number, right? Not saying last 4 digits, right? It said, I almost said the numbers. It said the last 4 digits. But I signed the contract and it said I affirm under perjury, because I could get, fucked for perjury if anything in there is inaccurate. The thing is though, will they want the rest of the numbers? You know what I mean? Or will they be able to find the social security number themselves? That's something I'm wondering about. I might
Man, luck-based matchmaking.
Those aren't meant to be used as forms of identification, but people use them as forms of identification.
So what if I put like the last 4 digits of the social security like number, even though it says just social security number? Because it like when I did the form, right? Like it was like a text box like form that you put in there, and then it exports it exports as a PDF.
Oh.
Yeah, and it asked me for the last 4 digits. So will they find me from the last 4 digits? I don't know. Hopefully so, right?
Yeah.
I should be the only one with my full name like that who lives in France with that address with that social security number. So I mean, like, I should be good, right? Like,
Maybe.
What about me? I have the same full name as you, and I'm right behind you.
huh? What?
Sullyrox!
That's
Meetup confirmed.
that's Pierre over there.
Hey, that's me.
It's crazy that you have only 2 options to choose from. We have like 25 plus choices. Well, that's what they want you to think. Well, in reality, you have more than just 2 options. It's just that the government has made it such a bipartisan thing where they will categorize basically like if one party, like one little party has like a party that nobody's ever heard of has some left wing ideologies. It's all Democrat. Just put them all in the same fucking basket. You know what I mean? You could have a Nazi or communist or something like that. Just chill with a fucking like uh libertarian or something like that, or I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Mm.
So you can vote independent or green or whatever fucking other parties there are, but it's not like there's going to be that big of a campaign. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
Robert F. Kennedy, who is literally like the nephew or something like that. I can't remember. The nephew of John F. Kennedy, who's assassinated.
That
Rest in
guy got
peace.
shot.
Yeah, that guy got shot. I think it was a nephew. I think he's the nephew. I can't remember.
I
Or
think, yeah,
yeah,
that would
something like
make
that.
sense.
Yeah,
Because his son died.
he was running as an independent, but then he realized, yo, we live in a 2-party system. Pretty much sucks. I don't want
Suck.
I don't want to, I don't want in my old age to miss out on a chance to fucking be in the White House or in the government or something like that. So I'm just going to pull out of the race and endorse Trump. You know what I mean? Cuz it sucks. You can't run as an independent. You have to be of like one of the 2 parties, And if you want to be in like the fucking president's cabinet, you got to just endorse one of them.
Mm.
I mean, I guess in other country, if you have like 25 plus choices for a party, there's going to be like 2 rounds of an election. It's going to be like, oh, like it's probably just like to check the polling or something like that. And it's like the first round of elections. Oh, that party wins, but the other parties like they're going to make it a 1v1 fight on the second round, and parties are going to choose who they want to endorse. And then all of those votes just go to the fucking party that's being endorsed by all the other parties. So in the end, it just doesn't make it fair at all. That's how it is in France, anyways.
I'm gonna go moisturize my skin while you guys talk about your politics.
Dude, we're not even talking about politics like like that. We're
I'm
just
gonna moisturize my skin though. It really hurts. Hold on.
all right, bro. We're not gonna talk politics, but yeah, all that to say, I'm gonna vote. That's pretty fucking fire. Who I will vote for, I don't know. I don't like either of them, but I also really hate Kamala Harris.
Mm. That bitch stupid. Okie though.
That bitch is horrible. I don't know. I find, because despite the fact that both of them suck and they're really horrible in their own rights, I'm finding more positive aspects of Trump outside of like the political
Hello?
shit. Yo, welcome back. No, I was saying like both fucking options suck really hard, but I find humor and comedy in having Trump come back as president. It would be some of the most gangsta shit ever.
For real.
Dude becomes a convicted felon, almost gets killed, and becomes president. You know what I mean? Like, that's just unheard of.
His life is a movie.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be funny as fuck. We need to get Trump on this podcast. I dreamed about it, and usually things I dream about come true. So Trump,
You had a dream about that.
I did have a dream.
That's
Bro, you know
so badass.
Bro, you know how you have dreams about things that you want to do, right, in life? So, for example, you want to be so good at basketball, you're in the NBA, right? And so you dream about being in a basketball match, but your body works in a way like your mind is like stopping you from being able to even hold the ball and play basketball. And you literally, like, for some fucking reason, you'll move your body and you will not even know how to fucking play basketball at all, even though you have experience or something like that. I had it when I was like just a couple months ago. I had a dream where I was playing football or soccer, because fucking American.
Soccer.
Fuck yo.
Soccer. It's called soccer.
See, that's the only thing I keep in my European side. You don't call it fucking soccer, call it football.
Soccer.
Yeah, I had a dream where I was playing football, and I think I was like the goalie or the defender or something like that. And every time the ball came close to me, it's like I would fling my legs, right? And it would miss the ball.
Bad goalie.
No, I just turn into some fucking rag doll. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just go like, I don't know.
Just shut off the frontal lobe completely.
I know, bro. If I had a
Bro,
dream,
fold it.
if I had a dream where I was a race car driver or something like that, I probably would have like crashed and died.
I had a dream where I had a dream that I got a 455.846.
You had a dream where you had a dream. So what?
Yeah.
Did you like? Okay, so you had a dream, all right? You probably had like some random dream, and then you had a dream that you woke up from a dream and started playing any %.
No, I had a dream that I got a 455.846, and then I woke up from that, but I was still dreaming. I woke up in another dream, and I went to tell my dad, and I was like, Dad, I got 455.846. I don't know if it was real, though. I can't tell if it was a dream or not. And then I woke up for real, and I was like, oh, I'm in bed.
Then that was probably just the same dream.
Imagine.
Dude, I had a
Dad, I got 455, but I don't know if it's real.
You should tell your
Crazy.
dad that one day.
I
You should get his
could.
reaction.
Once I actually get it. Dad, I got it, but I don't know if it's real.
I don't know if my
Might
hands
be
did
dreaming.
that. Nah, you would be too excited to compose yourself, I think.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god!
Dude, like a new second barrier is always like the coolest shit.
For real.
Dude, I had a fucking dream one time, bro. Like, this was like back in my old house. I was stuck in like 4 fucking Groundhog Day rounds, bro. Like, I woke up from a dream, then I woke up, and then I woke up again. But each time I would get more and more terrified until I actually woke up and started punching myself.
Whoa. I once woke up with my hand in my mouth.
Well, just
Yeah,
like,
but you suck about some.
Yeah, and I was chewing on it. Like I was trying to eat myself. It was because I was really sick and I was having like one of those actual fever dreams. And in the fever dream, I was like, I dropped a bunch of atoms on the basement floor. And I was like, no, my atoms! And I picked one up and I accidentally split the atom in half while trying to pick it up. But nothing happened, and I just got a round of applause from a crowd off screen. And I was like, no, don't cheer for me. I didn't do anything.
you were in a fucking sitcom, that's what. Bro,
It
Tux,
makes me cry though.
Tux,
I feel like
Huh?
crying.
Tux, did you ever have a fucked up dream before? Did you have a dream where you would
You could. You want them to do you so much you could do anything if you got it first try.
No, no, man. I forget all my dreams.
you forget, bro? Damn.
For some reason, if I talk about my fever dreams, it makes me really emotional for no reason, even if it's like really stupid. Like I feel like crying right now. I feel like I'm like genuinely on the verge of tears.
Bro, you'll be okay. So like, you'll be
Isn't
okay.
that so? I'm not actually emotional though. Like I don't feel any emotion, but I weirdly feel like crying every time I bring up any fever dream. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like maybe they have like some sort of deep emotional meaning, even though it was just me dropping a bunch of atoms on the floor.
Well, your body tends to do that because when you're in a dream, you somehow are you have the habit of a certain life dynamic that isn't currently aligned to your current life. And that's being taken away from you. And even if it's even if it's something that's not necessarily good or bad, it's just like that's just the normal. And you wake up from that, you're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Because like you were so used to something like that. It could be something as stupid as like you take a bus every morning in that dream to go to fucking Chuck E. Cheese or some shit, random shit. All right, and that's part of your like 4 o'clock schedule or something. Not four, bro.
Chronicles of a Bus.
Some crazy shit like that. Or every morning for breakfast, you eat a banana instead of cereal. You know what I mean? Like, it's just shit that when you wake up, you're like, damn, I don't live like that, but that hits, bro. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah, I feel that.
dropping atoms on the floor was just too normal for you that your mind couldn't really handle it like that.
Yeah, it just felt too right. It felt too right.
Mm.
But like I had my entire hand in my mouth and like I woke up in a cold sweat and I went to my mom and I was like, "Mom, I'm frightened." And she was like, "What the fuck?" And then I ate like a I forget what they're called. I ate like a dang, bro. You know like the company that makes Twinkies?
No.
Fuck. Well, they also
Tux, do you know the company that made Twinkies?
No clue. We don't even got Twinkies in my country, man.
Bro, we don't even got
Oh
fucking
my
Twinkies,
god.
bro.
Okay, I'm gonna search it up. I'm gonna Google what it's called because I forgot what it's called. Oh dang! Is it even sold by the Twinkie company or is it sold by Little Debbie? I don't know if it's sold by the Twinkie company or if it's sold by Little Debbie. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Okay, I can't find it, but basically they were like these bro. How do I describe it?
Was it like
They're like
Go-Gurt or
these.
some shit?
No, well, kinda, except it was in a box and it was wrapped in plastic, and it was like a cinnamon, it was like a cinnamon bun, kinda.
Ugh, that sounds
Yeah, it was like a
disgusting.
processed cinnamon bun, and like as soon as I woke up from that, and I said I was frightened, I ran to the kitchen and just shoved one of those down my throat and just ate it. I think all that happened because I had too much NyQuil.
They could do that to a Mafk.
They could do that to a guy.
Oh, last night I had a fucking weird fucking dream. This happened last night, by the way. I think that was like the closest I have ever been to a lucid dream. Genuinely. It was the fucking weirdest dream ever. I kind of wish I could go back in there. But it's so fucking strange. All right. I had a dream that for some reason it would depend on what you would do in your life. And you would be faced with a situation where you would do a certain challenge and it would be kind of like a timed challenge or something like that, kind of like a video game. All right. And Livy was in the dream. And I think Liv and we walked this weird like street, right? I think it was like my house street or something like that. And for some reason, Livy feels the need to start racing. So she fucking starts running and running. And for some reason, I can't fucking catch up to her. Because for some fucking reason, my shorts are like almost about to fall off, right? And I'm trying to fucking like tighten them back up and shit like that. My right ankle feels like it's about to fucking break for some reason. So I'm trying to run like some fucked up shit. And then I just start hearing some music around me, and then we start fucking running and shit. Livy starts running fucking faster than maybe like the Flash or some shit. And we end up in some grassy fucking hill area. And I start running on all fours to speed up. I start.
Oh, are you a spider?
For some fucking reason, I started. It's like my body just knew how to run on all fours at a speed faster than when I would run, basically on two legs, right? And it
Sounds like a vine.
It was so fucking weird. It was literally the weirdest shit ever. I wish I could like put it into MS Paint to like, but so fucking weird. So we fucking, we keep racing. Livy is still fucking fast, but I'm just like catching up, right? And I guess it was the end of the race or something like that. Livy stopped running so fast and I caught up behind her. So we crossed some fucking invisible finish line and my eyes kind of like retract in a way. And this whole time I was in front of my desk, in front of my screen. And there was a time leaderboard. You lose or some shit like that. Try again or go back. What? So that whole time that I thought that I was actually going out with Lyft to probably pick up some milk or some shit. I don't fucking know.
It was a game?
And honestly, like you could genuinely turn that shit into a business, but how would you even do such a thing? You know what I mean? I saw myself like either get out of bed or I was in the same room with Livy. We went outside. We started like walking or running and shit. I don't know what happened, all right? But yeah, like in my dream, it was so fucking real as well because I could genuinely, like I could feel, you know what I mean? I could feel the ground. It was almost, and I think I even told myself in the dream, I'm about to make this shit a lucid dream, but that shit bit me in the ass because then I woke up like literally the second after. Yeah. Yeah.
You realize it's a dream that wakes you up. Like that's like, oh. Yeah.
Yeah. I've had dreams where I would be like with both my parents or something like that. This was before my dad left, so don't make any jokes.
The jokes fighting themselves, man.
Yeah. And it was something like my parents said to me or something my mom said to me. And I was like, you guys, I'm not like, you're not fooling anybody. I know I'm in a dream or something like that. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I just wake up and I'm like, I fucking told you, bitch.
I've had that moment too. I've had that moment as well.
I've only ever had it once. Like I rarely realize that I'm in a dream. The problem is my biggest mistake in my dream was acknowledging that I was going to make this a lucid dream. What I should have said is that this is my world and I'm going to control it. And maybe I would have had a lucid dream.
You gotta have that grind set. You gotta have that. Yeah.
It's so fucking weird how it all happened because you could feel the physical and the emotional strength of fucking running on all fours, which is already a fucking hard task to do, especially as a tall dude, bro. I'm tall.
Incredible.
Like, it's like my fucking leg, because, okay, I need to put it into MS Paint. All right, hold up. I'm going to start virtual camera. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Fuck. How am I going to put this into a situation?
I'll just watch the live stream.
Yeah, Tux, get on the live stream if you can.
All
right. So, when a human being gets on all fours, oh wait, I'm not. Oh shit! Hold on. Give me a second. This is okay. This is the situation that I face. Hold up. I'm using Tux's face to like. Oh, what the fuck is my cursor doing? Oh, jeez. Yo, this is so fucking horrible.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, hold on. Paint.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
What the fuck is the cursor doing? Capture cursor. Do not capture cursor. I don't see anything that's... What the fuck? Okay. We're going to go to gamers. No, not gamers. Not this one, not this one, not the... Which one of them shows my display? Okay, there we go. This is this... Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
Oh.
So, shit. Hold on.
Come on, Loopie.
All right. This is what we're going to do. All right. Here we go. You see? Oh. I don't know how to get MS Paint to work. Okay. So, when a guy is on all fours, all right, realistically,
Okay.
So this is like the neck area, and then the back would kind of just do that before you're actually like, you know, on all fours. So, but you know, if you fucking draw like a cat or a cheetah or something like that, was the straightest line ever.
Whoa.
You know, a cat kind of has that fucking like the kidney area is kind of like circular or whatever. That is not where it should be. But yeah, so like my back was more aligned to essentially run at such a fast speed that, you know, if I did this in real life, instead of running fast and towards me, I probably would have done like that. You know what I mean? So I made it into some certain like inertial like energy or something like that for me to just run so fucking fast. But for some reason, I could not beat my 4'10" girlfriend who was running at basically the speed of I don't know what, maybe a Ferrari or some shit.
Dude, can I just say something? Yeah, can I just say something? I really want to play that game.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
really want to play that game.
yeah. So once I caught up to like maybe about this point behind my girlfriend, you know, it was like orange text and it was something like end or like lost or some shit, and it would show like first. I don't even know if it like said Liv's name or something like that, but it was like, oh, like I don't know, fucking something like that, right? And then it would go like second. There was even the third person racing apparently, and it would say
Whoa.
names and stuff like that, whatever, blah blah blah. And then it would go like, oh, continue or, you know, return to main menu. And for some reason, that fucking dream. Oh, Scott, you might need to like rewind fucking 2 minutes because I'm trying to tell you about a dream that I had. Not 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. But yeah, I just go back and it turns into this like essentially me, Loopie, was here the entire fucking time. When in my mind, physically, I was there racing my girlfriend on this fucking grassy hill, all right? At a speed that, like I said, you know, if I did this in real life, this is what I would look like when I'm on all fours, right? Especially running. I would be doing these little type fucking hops. I would not be going that fast at all. But since I was essentially built different,
Feels very different.
physically with the energy that I had, I was able to just zoom. But at the same time, I couldn't catch up to my girlfriend, who didn't have any physical updates or upgrades to herself per se. She could just run fast. but it was not real, I guess, because I was in front of my
I really
parents.
want to play that game.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. What a fucking weird dream, can I just say?
Can't believe there was like a little leaderboard. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
Man.
if you could turn it into a business model, I say it would be a game where on your phone it would send you notifications of like, hey, this is a challenge you can do in this area, and you can time yourself, and you would do that challenge, and other people who have the app with you could do that challenge. It could be race, it could be like find something that's the color red or some shit like that. Now, I'm going to say this idea, and our viewership on this podcast fucking sucks, but if someone out there has the mind of fucking Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary and in the same fucking shell of a human being and starts ripping my idea, I'm going to be really sad. So if you ever think about making an app of this sort, fucking credit me, or at least teach me just a little bit of engineering. Yeah, what a making it right now, no credit. Oh, come on, Scott. Get scammed. Scott, you're doing software development. Maybe we could work on something. No, I mean,
What would it even be called?
the game of life.
The game of life. The game of life, 1926 remaster.
I think that's
Made
like.
by.
I don't think it's any worse than my real idea for a business.
Made by Young Lung Infection Software.
Young Lung Infection Studios. Maybe call it GTA. Oh my god. Yeah.
Better than GTA 6.
The problem is you can't make it open source, or somebody's gonna make like a fucking thing in the source code where it's like, oh, rob a granny for like 500 points.
Then you're gonna get canceled.
Yeah. And then again, like for something of that sort, you would need to tap into every single area in the world. So maybe have access to a bunch of satellites to be able to like access and know what challenge can be done. Or there could be moderators for every big country you live in and tap into basically every more so important city in the country and be like, yo, here's a challenge for you. You know, see if you can make it from this point to that point safely in under 2 minutes or some shit. You know what I mean?
This sounds like a cult.
Yeah, I think it probably is, because if you make something of that sort and especially mass produce that shit and fucking send it to like millions of people,
That is a cult.
You are putting so many people in danger. You have no fucking idea. That's such
It's
a
so sounds so cool though.
It's so cool.
It's so fucking cool.
We need to make something like this, but promise to never release it to the public, because if millions of people tap into this shit, we're literally going to have situations where people are going to get run over by cars, or have people who are necessarily looking for people of this sort. And
Gonna cause some dystopian reality.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll play it, but only amongst ourselves.
Yeah, then again, like big tech catches onto this and they fucking figure it out. They make it an integration on their social platforms, use AI and shit. Oh, it would be horrible. Horrible.
Yo, bro, hop on Game of Life.
I bet I could beat you at Game of Life. That would be so shit. Oh my god. Honestly, this, like that would just be the scariest shit ever.
So fucking cool, though.
It is so fucking cool because, like, you could do innocent things like that. I think that if it was to be in a, like, if you were to be in a situation like that, you would have to, like, you'd have to do it in places where there's no cars or anything like that. You know what I mean? Thing is though, in my
Do it.
dream, yeah, in my
Yeah, do
dream,
it like in Bliss.
yeah, in my dream, I started from the street of my house all the way to some weird grassy hill that literally had nothing around. Yeah. I haven't even told Liv about this dream, by the way. So I'm gonna tell her, but
You
like I'm
should
gonna,
tell her.
yeah. She's supposed to have a pint after work and everything, so she's probably gonna drink more than a pint. But if I tell her about this, couple pints down, she's gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Oh my goodness.
Yo, I thought I thought my Ethernet crashed for a second. I was about to be like, "No, don't do it now." Sully's dealing with the internet and issues. Sully's internet does not rocks. How are you doing today, Scott? I don't know if you're still in there. Christ almighty.
Why is this happening now? This never happens.
Oh, you've made it through a full sentence.
Oh. Yay. Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott's here.
Yeah, Scott was in the like he was in the chat.
Hi, Scott.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Keeps alternating between 162 ms and 162 ms.
Well, what server are we on right now? I'm on 41 ping. That's also horrible. I'm gonna change it to US West just to see what happens. Hello.
Hello.
Tux, can you hear me properly?
Hi, guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on 21 ms. I'm so happy.
We've just given Sully charity. There you go.
What did you do?
India.
Why did you do that?
Why did you do that? Come on, man. I have
Why did you do that?
I have 200
I was so
ping.
happy. We're
back.
not doing this. We're not doing this on the podcast.
We're back on US West.
Yeah, it better stay that way.
What about
Nope. Tux, this is why nobody
South-
loves you.
South Africa. South Africa.
It took the third time of you saying that for you to say it without your mic cutting out.
This is so stupid.
Alright, back to
There we go. We're back to US West. We're giving Sully just a little bit of bandwidth. Hello.
Hello.
Damn, I think Scott literally just disappeared. Oh, and Cobra left the VC.
Nice.
Rip.
That was just demonetized.
Shit. I just leaked my Discord DMs with Cobra. We were conspiring to murder President Joseph Biden. I am kidding, by the way, Secret Service. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Do not put me on a watch list. I may not like Joe Biden, but I don't want him dead. Yet. No, I'm kidding.
Anywho.
Oh, girls, man.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, girls,
That's
lesbians. Sorry.
This guy, dude. Well, I gotta go.
You have to go, Tux?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, man.
All right. Well, what do you say to the podcast?
Man, y'all get.
Oh, I thought he would say his like outro or something like that, like stay cooking like
Well,
Walter
he
White.
missed the outro. It's okay. I won't forget about my outro.
Damn, that's fucked up. Cobra has had a recent
Yeah.
obsession of like going out to see the auroras, the northern lights.
Oh, him and his being Nordic. Him and his being Scandinavian. I wish I had that. Yeah.
It's okay, you're like Irish or something. I don't know.
That sounds beautiful though. Like I wish I could see something like that. I wish I could like just look up into the sky and just see nature like showing its beautiful pretty eyes to me. But no, I can't get that cuz I don't live anywhere beautiful.
Yeah, you live in America where there's the ground zero beacons at night.
Nah.
Dude, the thing is, though, I didn't even know those beacons existed. That's actually pretty fucking fire, though.
It
like
is on
two-
God.
Oh shit! I just realized I'm leaking like the fucking podcast. Oh shit! I just leaked the podcast DMs. Yay! Whoopsie.
Were you scrolling?
I wasn't scrolling, but there was a part where I talked about Jelani in there, and it was pretty tough.
It's okay.
I mean, essentially, I'm not saying anything like I'm not saying anything that I didn't already say here. So, I mean,
So it's okay. 455. There it is. Oh my
455.
gosh.
Yeah.
Is it record? Might be record 2. Holy crap.
Yeah, man. So, sullyrox.
So, hi.
What is next for you after 455?
1904 in Worpless.
Okay. That's actually pretty good.
Gonna beat Darbian.
You have to carry on Darbian's legacy.
Holy cow. We're all just young boys on Twitch. But I'll probably take a step back afterwards. Like I probably won't play. I won't need to play that much because I won't need to be very practiced. If I'm only
Yeah.
like playing workless, I won't need to be dedicated. I can just like the game doesn't have to play me. I can play the game 100.
It's weird. I feel like I got punished with SMB1 any percent in a way because I could have definitely gone further, but I don't know. I guess I only perform well when I have no other competition in front of me. It's weird because
Interesting.
I think if I was in a situation where I was still the French record holder, I would have definitely gone for 456. It's weird. It's probably just an ego thing that I need to figure out. But something about, something I've worked for, like I spent 7 years working on being taken away from me, like only 2 weeks in. I don't know. Kind of hit me. It kind of hit me. But the way that I cope with it is seeing the homie success, and that's good.
Oh yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. I fuck with you heavy. On
Fuck
God.
with you heavy for real. And
For
there will,
real.
there will be a time where I think, maybe I might just say fuck it and go for it. You know what I mean? The thing is though, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow or anything like that. Maybe I might pick it back up, maybe not. But
Only time will tell.
I don't know if I'll be in a situation where it'll be useful to me. I mean, I don't have exams. I do have work that I need to get done. I need to just, I don't know. Maybe I don't have the same love for the game as I did before. I don't know. But I still want to be invested in speedrunning in one way or another because I love speedrunning, but this game can kind of make you feel like there's nothing else in life. You know what I mean? And that's not cool.
Yeah.
But I've been enjoying playing other video games. Like Cobra put me onto COD like recently, like Modern Warfare 2. I always
I
thought,
don't really play video games, to be honest.
yeah, I know, because you just play like Mario, bro. Play Mario.
I don't even really play it. I only speedrun it. Like, I really don't play video games. It's weird.
Yeah, I guess speedrunning removes the ability to like appreciate certain aspects of the video game.
You know what? That's probably right. Yeah, that's probably exactly why.
Yeah, like
I'm silly.
I went through Super Mario Bros. Wonder, just going through the entire I just wanted to beat the game as fast as possible because I was doing the long stream, but at the same time, like I wasn't super like I wasn't super invested with it because I didn't think it was that great of a game either.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they were really that faithful to the simplicity of a platformer game.
I thought you were gonna say simplistic.
Simplistic. Fuck you, moderator. Does simplistic know that like I mean I'm sure he must know that I said it to him or like that I said it in the run. I just wonder if he's ever acknowledged it. You think he's ever acknowledged it before?
Oh, the run where you said a silly thing.
Yeah.
I think everybody. I think everybody's probably like forgotten about that because they probably get a lot of submissions like that.
Uh what
Well,
what
not forgotten about it, but they'd probably have to be refreshed.
do you think people could get in trouble just for saying fuck you moderator like ironically?
Uh,
Is that something that just like a moderator could like watch the run and be like, "Oh, for fuck's sake. This is the 20th time he says fuck you moderator in a run. I'm tired of this.
I,
I'm banning him."
I don't know. I think that person would get a bad rep in the bad rap in the community. I don't know. I've barely ever been an SRC moderator for anything, and people are usually pretty civilized on that website, and people aren't usually like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking if this run doesn't get verified in within 14 days, I'm gonna fucking delete everything and I'm gonna fucking destroy this community." Although people did get pretty mad when their runs wouldn't get verified, they'd be like, "Well, I remember one time. I was a moderator in a game and somebody submitted a run and they said this isn't getting verified before 2019 because they submitted it in December 2018." And I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking verify your run at all then. Fuck you.
Oh man. Yeah.
And they joked in the description, "Oh, this took a year. This took a year to get verified."
Corny as shit. This is where you should have just simply like accepted it. But then again, he probably would have been proved right in one sense. And then you cry.
I could have accepted it in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to fuck with them.
The thing is though, if you did take quite a long time to to the point where it's not the year anymore, he got to say his last word. He got to have the last laugh.
SMH.
He he got to get into the maple syrup of the pancake.
He got to get in the pipe.
He got to get in the ass crack of all situations.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get in the pipe.
Get in the pipe, you freaking damn more.
I love Chronicles of a Bus.
Chronicles of a Bus.
So sleepy.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh. Nah, but hey, we managed to like make it to like an hour 39 of material. So if you think about it, mathematically, we talked more about things not related to the title than when we did.
Holy crap, that's true.
So
Holy crap!
the episode was salvaged in a way or another.
I don't think talking about the things was a bad thing, because they had to be talked about.
Yeah, I know, but you know, when I usually talk about something serious, I tend to just be like, "Yo, guys, gonna talk about it for 5 minutes," and then not anymore because it doesn't matter. And usually it goes pretty well because you know I have my little fun. I have just a little like and everything like that. But this is more of like a wham wham type of situation because it fucking hurts. It hurts, man. It hurts losing your
Yeah,
good
I
friend.
get you.
And it's not like I don't know. I felt like for a while he has felt like less than a friend, and I don't I don't personally think I did anything to make him feel that way. It's just that he didn't want to face a certain type of responsibility. He wanted to push us away, and unfortunately, he pushed us away far enough for us to
Yeah.
for us to be pushed to a certain limit. And unfortunately, things had to be called off. And yeah, what pisses me off is that the situation is now public when it shouldn't have been. It should have never been public. And I'm not trying to knock on him for making this situation like okay. I'm not trying to knock on him for the idea of like, oh, you need to express yourself, you need to talk to someone. The thing is, if you need to talk to someone, talk to someone. You don't need to make this a fucking internet beef. That's the fucking thing that I'm
For
annoyed
real.
with.
It doesn't have to be like drama or
Yeah.
feud type shit.
Unfortunately, he's always going to treat every situation as if it could be resolved in like a YouTuber way. And this is why you should watch my very old ass fucking documentary video, Life After YouTube, because some of the shit I talk about applies to this guy.
I'll watch it
People are
after I sleep.
people are too fucking invested in being on the right side of history in a sense of
But it's not real.
yeah. You don't
Like, it's not real. It's not real life.
you don't solve a serious situation with acting like you're a fucking influencer and just making situations public. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess you could also say you don't solve serious situations with diss tracks, but you know I had to learn that the hard way.
Sorry, I'm acting so sleepy. I got like 4 hours of sleep.
Oh, that's all good, bro.
I literally slept for just like so short.
Yeah, I appreciate you hopping on the podcast, and I do appreciate Tux if you're watching this for hopping on the podcast. You guys are clutch as fuck.
Love you,
I do know that I got y'all, and that does mean everything to me. I hope one day we can get in a situation, and I say this about every fucking host I've had on this podcast. I've gone through how many? Okay, Izzy, Crystal, Lyrics, Jelani, Katie Marie Rose. So that's 5. Tux is the 6th host.
Oh
and,
my.
and you, Sully, are the 7th.
Holy.
So you guys are hosts number 6 and 7, but you guys are number 1 to my heart. My hearts. I have more than one heart.
Aww.
No,
Aww.
my singular big heart. Yeah.
You have a heart of gold, Loopie.
Thank you. You have a pot of gold because you're Irish.
That's racist.
You fucking American.
That's racist.
Being Irish is not a race.
It's not a race, it's a choice.
It's a choice, W. Loopie. I appreciate it being self-appreciative. Nah, but yeah, we always bounce back from situations, where it's kind of tough, and the last thing I need in shit like this is one of my own people to kind of go against me, and all I ever wanted was to do good. I think I did good. I did my duty, and it's not like it's not situations. It's not like a black like it's not black and white. You know what I mean? Like it's not like, oh, it's either
Yeah.
this or that. It's like there's so many aspects to this situation. You know what I mean? And plenty things to look at, plenty things to consider. But all things considered, I've done my part, and I'm done. I can't deal with that.
I got you, man.
I'm dealing with too much
I get
shit.
you.
I'm dealing with too much shit on my own to deal with something like this. But hey,
Me and Tux, we got your back, man. We got your back.
appreciate it. Yeah, no, I couldn't ask for a better team right now.
You got
And
this, bro.
yeah. And like I think in one way or another, I'm still gonna try to expand the team because I think it's always good to have another person kind of like overseeing the podcast. Because, um, in the case where like either one of you aren't available to make it or none of you are available to make it, which it can always happen, right? It
It
sucks.
could.
It sucks, but it could always be like that. And there could also be a situation where if I'm in a position where I don't feel like doing the podcast, I know that you guys might want to do the podcast. And that's probably going to be the scariest part because you guys are not going to know what the fuck to talk about.
I think we
But
could figure it out
yeah, look, I've always
if that ever happens.
every co-host I've had on this podcast to kind of like freestyle things and do things free flow. Like with Tux, when I brought in that Shady Records artist Grip, we didn't fucking write down any question. When I brought Jelani in to interview LV, we didn't think of any question. We didn't write any question down. We fucking did it.
Damn.
And I still hold that with a lot of pride. Jason
That's
Page,
awesome.
Pokemon theme song guy, whatever. I was on IG Live, out of town, not at my house, not at my desk, and I was banned from streaming for 90 days, so I had to do IG Live.
Very, very, very cursed.
Yeah. So, there, I don't know. There will never be a situation where we will be scripting our episodes. So I think if one day I'm in a situation where physically or mentally I can't do the podcast, I know you guys got my back. That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I might get you guys a guest that you guys can interview in the meantime. That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
maybe we could talk about girls or something. Because that's
Yeah.
like always a good last resort.
Yeah. Talk about girls. Thing is, though, in what regard would you talk about girls? Because I feel
Talk
like
about how important they are and how good they are, like for their role in society.
I almost said strange. No, I wanted to say interesting. I almost uttered the word strange.
Strange. Hey man, we wouldn't have people without them.
Yeah, no.
That's
See,
podcast worthy
that's podcast
for
worthy.
sure.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't have anything without women. We wouldn't have like people without women.
I just said that.
No, listen, but we wouldn't have. I don't know. You can't have one without the other. You know what I mean? Yin yang. You know what I mean? Like you can't have men without women.
Okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it.
So,
Yeah.
because some people are like kill all men and all that shit, but it's like, nah, bro.
Welcome back to the feminist podcast, everybody.
Yeah. Today we're gonna talk about China and its laws
Today we're
killing every baby girl.
going to talk about girls or something.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we're actually doing it. We're actually talking about girls or something.
Yeah, we are talking about girls. Now, girls are important in this world, and that's something that needs to be said. And you know what I mean, like, and it's also in line with, because I think September is Suicide Prevention Month, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yes, it is. um, and I just need to remind everybody that mental health is important, and I mean, everyone matters, including girls and including guys. It doesn't
And
matter.
you matter.
It doesn't matter what you got between your legs. What matters is what's inside your mind is clear of all the negativity that goes on in the world.
And it matters that you're here in this beautiful planet. And you know who else matters? You matter. Whoever's listening to this, you matter.
That's what's up.
You matter.
Yeah.
Just as much as the next person does.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. You.
I wouldn't wish anything on my worst enemy. And even then, certain people you let go of, they're not enemies. Sometimes you just have to let go. Sometimes letting go is better than holding on.
Sometimes the certain things just aren't meant to be.
Yeah, but it's all good. We chill. I might have to let go of NI clothing. I might have to.
No.
I tried launching it, and I really the only caveat to NI clothing is that I'm not in a situation where I can do customer acquisition costs. Because I know that that's a big step to take when launching a business such as NI clothing. But I will use the NI brand to, I don't know how to make it in a way where it would be like the most decentralized way of helping others. But I plan on making like a sort of like a nonprofit around the name NI, where it would be like, it would be kind of like a pie chart of like charity organizations we raise money for. And the thing is, like, it wouldn't even graze my bank account. Like, it would just directly go to that pie chart of like charities. So
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, if this is something that you feel like you could make yourself useful in, or anybody in chat for that matter, hit me up, because maybe NI is more than just clothes. That's how I think about it. NI is more than just clothes.
More than just a shirt.
And maybe, just maybe, by having that sort of helpful aspect about our group, about a group as important as that. I'm going to pitch it to Mike, because Mike has been fucking helpful. But maybe having that will allow us to make clothes from it. And people will be able to spread that type of shit. Because positivity has always been the business model. But it's more than just having like a logo on a shirt. And that needs to be shown. That needs to be shown to people first before they buy clothes. And that's something that I'm going to have to take the step to probably shut down NI clothing and turn it into something else. So be on the lookout for that. It's a goodbye, but not really a goodbye. It's more of like a see you later with NI clothing.
Well, there will always. I guess I'll have to. Hey?
Go ahead.
I'll have to get my hands on some clothing before it's discontinued.
Yeah, you have about like 3 weeks.
Okay, that's enough time.
Yeah,
I'll get me with something.
A t-shirt is like $18, like shipping considered.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyways, on that note, I think this is a perfect time to end the podcast. And I'm glad that I was able to talk about not only, I guess, the situation with the title and everything like that, but it's we got into some serious conversations, some funny conversations. But
it was good time with pals.
Yeah, it was a good time with the homies, and I'm glad that you were there to stick till the end. Tux was not able to, because obviously you probably can't. But, excuse me. Not knocking him, but I do appreciate
it's okay.
Yeah, I do appreciate having a team that, like, every Saturday I could just like hop on my desk and just like talk about the most random shit. It's the most refreshing shit ever.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me today. It was great. Even though I'm very sleepy, it was worth it.
You clutched it out, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. For sure.
Well worth it.
Yeah, man. We'll see if we can get a guest for next week. What's next week? 21st of September. Oh shit. Who are we gonna get on our 21st night of September next week?
Ooh, I don't know. Gotta have something special.
21st night of September.
Let's have the guy who sings that song.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Are you sure they're still alive?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Maurice White, dead. Ralph Johnson, alive. Verdine White, alive. Philip Bailey, alive. Don Whitehead, probably dead. Fred White, dead. Lead guitar, dead. Dead. Oh, yeah.
All right, well, that's just freaking
Oh.
unfortunate.
Okay, you have people who are like in the. Wait, that's weird. Like, you have these old bands, right? And people who are like younger than the band itself join the band.
That's crazy. What?
I mean, it's like newest Queen member. I'm pretty sure there's also a like Queen plus Adam Lambert. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the Loophole Podcast. We'll try to get a guest next week. Catch us every single Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on the Loophole Podcast live, and catch us on the Loophole Podcast YouTube channel for all the other episodes and possible YouTube shorts that will be uploaded and or re-uploaded from other YouTube shorts that we have made over the years. Thank you guys for watching. Bless up and stay hype.
I have been sullyrox of the Loophole Podcast. Hope you enjoyed this amazing episode today. I hope you have an absolutely God blessed rest of your evening. Hope you have a fucking awesome Saturday. Goodbye.
I should have you do the intro one day. Next one, if you show up, because I need to get people to do the intro for me. I can't just be the only one. Like, it's my podcast, but it's our podcast. All right. Anyways, goodbye, guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a nice day. Bless up, stay hype. Fuck Lady Gaga and penis.